Good day, it is June 24th, and today we'll continue in Ezra 4, doing verses 6 through 8. Yay, 3 verses this time. And Proverbs 24. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. We begin, Ezra 4, starting at verse 6. In the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, they wrote an accusation against the inhabitants of Judah and Jerusalem. 7. In the days of Artaxerxes also, Bishla, Mithridates, Tabul, and the rest of their companions wrote to Artaxerxes, king of Persia, and the letter was written in Aramaic script and translated into Aramaic language. 8. Rehum, the commander, and Shimshai, I always want to go chimney, and Shimshai, the scribe, wrote a letter against Jerusalem to King Artaxerxes in this fashion. We'll find out tomorrow. Verse 6. In the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, they wrote an accusation against the inhabitants of Judah and Jerusalem. Xerxes, after Darius died. Verse 7. In the days of Artaxerxes, also Bishlam, Mithridates, Tabal, and the rest of their companions wrote Artaxerxes, king of Persia, and the letter was written in Aramaic script and translated into the Aramaic language. So they wrote him a letter. They spoke Hebrew there, that's why it's got to be written and translated. 8. Rehum, the commander, and Shimshai, I always want to go chimney, the scribe, wrote a letter against Jerusalem to King Artaxerxes in this fashion. He was the commander. He was really the Lord of Judgment. It was his job to basically rule that area. Proverbs 24. Be not thou envious of evil men, neither desire to be with them, for their hearts studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. Yeah, don't worry about what the evil men have, and don't want to be with them. 3 and 4. Through wisdom is a house builded, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge are the chambers filled with all precious pleasant riches. You have to know what you're doing. 5. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increases strength. For with a wise advice thou shalt make war, and a multitude of counselors there is safety. Getting good advice helps a lot. 7. Wisdom is unattainable to a fool as corals. He opens not his mouth as a gate. Corals, you gotta dive deep, and they're very hard to get. And you don't open your mouth in the gate unless you have something good to say or relevant to say, and a fool does not. The people that are permitted to speak in the gate are the elders, and they witness, they do contracts, they decide who can come in and out of the city, that sort of thing, and, settle disputes. 8. He that devises to do evil, men shall call him a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small indeed. 11. Deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain, wilt thou forbear to rescue? If thou sayest, Behold, we knew not this, does not he that weigheth the hearts consider it? And he that keepeth the soul, does he not know it? And he shall not render every man according to his works. Yeah, if someone needs help and you say, hey, we didn't know. Yes, you did. God will find that out. 13. My son, thou eat honey, for it is good, and the honeycomb is sweet to the taste. So know thou wisdom to be unto thy soul. If thou hast found it, there shall be a future, and thy hope shall not be cut off. Honey, for your taste, is as wisdom to your soul. That's what it is. 15. Lie not in wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. For the righteous man falleth 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked stumble under adversity. 17. Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thy heart be glad when he stumbleth. Do not be glad when even your enemy falls, lest Yahweh see it and it displeased him and turneth away his wrath from him. God's going to say, well, you got what you wanted. 19. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious of the wicked, for there shall be no future to the evil man. The land of the wicked shall be put out. 21. My son, fear thou God, Yahweh, and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. In other words, keep changing their mind. For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knows the ruin of them both. They're going to get ruined. 23. These are also the sayings of the wise. To have respect to persons and judgment is not good. Yet weigh it on the facts presented before you. Do not base it on, well, he's a king, he can't be guilty. Or he's the mayor, or he's my brother, or he's whatever. Or she. 24. He that saith to the wicked, thou art righteous, people shall curse him. Nations shall execrate him. 25. But to them that decide justly shall be delight, and a blessing shall come upon him. He kisses the lips that giveth the right answer. Yeah, be right in your judgment. Judge according to God. Biblical standard, godly standard. 27. Prepare thy work without it, make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterwards build thy house. 28. Be not a witness against thy neighbor without cause, and deceive not with thy lips. Say not, I will do to him as he hath done to me. I will render a man according to his work. Yeah, don't do paybacks. God will judge. Don't do vengeance. This does not mean you don't file police reports or anything. But once you do that and do all that is necessary and legally, you gotta let it go. God will handle it from there. 30. I went by the field of the slothful and the vineyard of the man void of understanding. In other words, he was lazy and didn't have much brights. 31. And lo, it was grown over with thistles, and the face thereof was covered with nettles, and the stone thereof was broken down. It was a mess. It had gone to seed. Grown thistles everywhere, no crop, whatever. 32. Then I beheld and considered well, and I saw and received wisdom. We received instruction. I looked at it and I considered it. Oh, what could have caused all this? 33. Yea, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding hands asleep. Just a few more minutes. He didn't get up and get his work done. So shall thy poverty come as a runner. In other words, poverty come on you quickly. And thy want as an armed man. And you shall want things as in actually need them, as if someone was stealing everything you need. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I. And how you like my haircut?